music. Yeah. Now pay close attention to this now. Pay close attention.
Hey guys, it's your girl Tosh, back at it again in the same outfit for another video. How y'all doing today or tonight? Because I'm filming this at night, technically in the morning. This video is definitely going to be about guys sliding in your DMs. When is it okay to date the homie or talk to the homie? We just gonna have a little boy chat. So guys, if you do want to watch, because I do have some guy friends that always want to know things from a girl's perspective, so this is the video for that. You know, I've been waiting to talk about this video because definitely throughout the months I can tell y'all that I get some DMs, okay? I get some DMs, I get some text messages. I used to be on the little dating apps, okay? But I did it for fun. I didn't do it because I was looking for people. I did it for fun, okay? I just so happened to date some people on there that I regret. And those story times are coming soon. All of them was horrible, all of them. So if y'all watching, if any of them are watching, I hate all of you. I don't hate you, but one of them I do. You know who I hate. You know what? Hate is a really strong word. You know I strongly dislike you and I don't respect you. How about that? Anyway, so yeah, slide in the DMs and when it's okay to talk to the homie. One thing I will say is that I'm not going to say that girls are always checking for the homie. Okay, just because, and I don't want to label that as something that I do. It just so happens that sometimes it happens. Yeah, that's how I'm going to put it. Because definitely a lot of the times I'll be going after one guy, which girls you should never do. Don't chase after no dude. They should be chasing after you. But let's just say I'll have my eye on one person and it's always like their friend that ends up actually liking me and that I end up actually dating. So I don't know why that happens to me, but yeah. How to slide in DMs, and for this I'm gonna be using, you know, my little Instagram to like refresh my memory on some of the DMs that I get. Honestly, some of them are trifling. Y'all know who y'all are. But yeah, sometimes when I get DMs, I'm just like, oh no, baby, you should have never done that. And guys, take notes, okay? Take notes. One thing is, when you're trying to talk to a girl, don't be boring, you know, because that's when your homie is gonna stand out. That's when she's gonna look for the homie. See, I'm trying to add this whole homie thing in there, but to be honest, I don't even think the whole homie thing kind of go with the DMs. Like, it kind of do, but it kind of don't. But basically, I was saying that because a lot of times when girls see that you're boring and your friend is cute, that's when they're gonna go for your friend. And that's just what happens sometimes, you know. I don't know when it's okay to date the homie. I guess, like, if you just talk to somebody and y'all didn't really date, I think maybe then it's okay to date the homie. But don't date the whole squad, you know. That's a different thing. Like, never be the girl that has dated the whole squad. Y'all know who I'm talking about. So a lot of the times, the way that people slide into my DMs, because I do art and YouTube and all that, they'll like try to send me one of my pictures, usually not of myself. Sometimes I do get pictures of myself, like this one. Oh man, they deleted. I think it's because I logged out, or maybe the people deleted it. Y'all know. But a lot of the times people will send me pictures of like things that I'm doing, like my artwork or my YouTube, and they'll be like, yo, like this is really dope, like blah 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 blah, and they'll start a conversation like that. Personally, I like that because it shows me that, you know, you are of substance. One thing that I had a really pet peeve with one of my exes is that didn't have a lot of substance. There was not a lot that we had to talk about, you know, which is definitely, I write about it in my blog. Check my blog out. It's gonna be here on the screen. Check my blog out. I talk about that. Definitely some tea in that, okay? If you can read between the lines, there's some tea. I like that because it shows me that you are of substance. It shows me that you have a brain, that you're not just seeing one thing when you're trying to talk to me, because I like conversation. I like when they send me like maybe for instance, somebody DM me with like a meme that I posted, and you know, they talked about the meme that I posted. That was cool, that was dope. What I don't like is when people DM me and then try to waste my time, because one thing is about me, I'm very, very nice, you know. I definitely try to give everybody a chance, which my roommate says that I shouldn't do. Shout out to you. I try to give everybody a fair chance. I try to not judge people based off of, you know, a whole bunch of other things. Like, I try to get to know people, and I like having conversations with different people. So one thing that I hate is that when you DM me, I give you the time of day and then you waste my time. For instance, mini story time. I hope this guy doesn't watch this. I hope he doesn't watch this, but if he does, you know, I don't care, because clearly it ain't gonna work out. So this guy had DM'd me. Let me see what he actually said, because I know I still have it for a fact. I know I still have it. He DM'd me and he didn't take the route that I usually like, you know, the like conversation about my artwork or conversation about me and chatter from, you know what I'm saying. No, I'm just joking. But you know, he was just like, hey, I think you're cute and all, like, you cute, I see you, I see what you be doing, I like how you move in the whole nine. A lot of the times when I do get DMs, I'm like, oh, should I answer back? Like, if I'm not that interested, I always ask myself, like, should I answer back? In this case, it's not that I wasn't that interested why I asked myself that question, but basically I was kind of not sure if I should answer it, because I remember seeing this guy before, and like, he used to always comment under my pictures, you know, with the heart eyes and the hearts and blah 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 blah. And I kind of thought he was cute, but also like from his pictures I couldn't tell, like, and I'm not gonna say certain stuff, let's just say from his pictures, from his angles, I couldn't tell what he really fully looked like, so I wasn't sure. Dang, I'm really spilling tea right now. I couldn't tell what he looked like, and I couldn't remember how I started following him or how he started following me. And usually, like, if random guys follow me, I know it's probably from my little Tinder profile, because I haven't taken that down yet. Yeah, I haven't taken it down, so if you see me swipe right, hang on, I'm joking. So I know people usually follow me from there, so I'm like, oh, he must have followed me from there. Or sometimes I'll follow people from there. I don't know, like, I couldn't remember like what it was from, but I was just like, all right, you know what, a couple of weeks ago I was thinking that I kind of maybe wanted to talk to him, maybe, yeah, I'm gonna talk to him. So we're like texting back and forth on Instagram, and then he's like, you know what, give me a number. So the thing about me, everybody gets my number. Anybody can get my number. It is not a huge deal if you have my number, because everybody has it. The thing about me is I'm a horrible texter if I'm not interested. If I'm not interested, and sometimes even if I am interested, it is hard to keep in contact with me, because I am constantly doing something. I'm never really home. I'm never really in a position where I could just sit and text all day. Like, that's just not a part of my daily life. Like, I just can't sit up on my phone, especially if I'm not interested. So he was like, oh, like, people having my number, I'm not really like, oh my god, I don't want to give out my number. Like, no, I don't really care, you can have my number, sure. Like, if you keep me interested, you know, I will definitely try to keep up texting you. So we're texting or whatever, and immediately I'm kind of like, because he was different texting than he was on Instagram. Like, Instagram, he was definitely more like, oh, flirting with me, this and that, da da da. But like, when he was texting me, it was more so like I was one of the homies, okay? And this happened with another guy. Like, this happened with another guy that messaged me on Instagram. We would text on Instagram for a little bit. Like, it took us like a couple of days, maybe even a couple of weeks, to actually start like texting. But the thing was, with that other guy, this is a different guy. So the first guy we're gonna call Tropicana, because it's right there. And the other guy that I'm talking about now, we're gonna call Pringles. You know, Pringles, me and Pringles, which is different from Tropicana, the guy who was boring. Pringles was popping, okay? I like Pringles. I had a crush on Pringles. Pringles used to talk to me about like things that I was doing. Like me and Pringles had conversations about school, YouTube, my art, like all that. Like me and Pringles, I felt like we was here with it, but then again, I feel like we wasn't here with it. And I recently found out why me and Pringles probably didn't work out. And this is where the homie thing comes in from, is because I think I dated his homie. Now, I didn't know that these two knew each other. See, this video is going to be super long because I'm really getting into it. Basically, like in that story, things go extremely wrong. Like when I say extremely wrong with Pringles homie, I mean like extremely wrong to the point where it still affects him to this day. I don't want to make a whole separate story time for Pringles, but I think I'm gonna have to, and I think I'm gonna make it in the same night. Tropicana was boring when we were texting, and he was popping when we was on Instagram. So I'm just like, wait, hold up. Wait, hold up. First of all, you slid in my DMs, which means you're trying to talk to me, which means eventually you're trying to make me your girlfriend or hit or whatever you're trying to do, or smash or whatever you're trying to do. I don't know your intentions. I couldn't figure it out because you too boring. I couldn't figure it out. I'm really confused. I'm like, hold up. Why are you so different from DMing to text messaging? Don't waste my time. First of all, if you slide in my DMs saying that, oh, you are very cute, I see what you're doing, I would like to get to know you. In my head, I'm thinking, okay, like this guy is interested in me. This guy, you know, sees that I have potential. This guy wants to eventually try to be something in my life, okay? Why one day we're texting, he's like, he's gonna say something like, oh, I am interested in you or something like that. I don't know. Basically what he ended up saying is that, he wanted to stay friends because he had another situation going on. But I had said nothing like that had to do with like, oh, I want to be your girlfriend right now. Like, oh, I feel like you're not doing this, that, and the third. I basically just said like, it seems like you want to like just be friends. But in my head, I wasn't getting that vibe when you was like DMing me. So when he said that, I was just like, I don't even remember his name right now. Is that sad or no? I remember his Tropicana name, but I can't remember his real name. I think the last thing he texted me was hey, and I didn't respond. Basically, he spilled his whole life story talking about some, he doesn't know he wants X, Y, and Z, and I'm just like, first of all, I always talk about, especially to my guy friends, you know, I always tell y'all, be honest. Don't try to play girls, this and that, da, da, da. But as a player of the game herself, you know, don't show me all of what's in your basket. First of all, we are just talking, okay? We are just talking, and we're not even like officially talking, like dipping our toes into a relationship. Like we are literally just talking. Like we are not even talking like, oh, that's gonna be my future bae. Like we are just talking. So if you feel like, oh, like, you know what, I kind of just want to be her friend for a little bit, just still keep talking to me, but don't put me completely in the friend zone, because then I'm gonna put you in the friend zone. And the thing about girls is, once they put you in the friend zone, it's really hard to get out. Like even if they might kind of want to hit it, like after a certain point, once you're in the friend zone for a certain time, you start to dip into the bro zone. And like once you're in the bro zone, it ain't no way out. Like it ain't no way out. That just really pissed me off, because, and then when I was telling my best friend about it, he was just like, yo, face palm, like he could have gotten so far. And I'm like, bro, I know, I don't know where these dudes is learning their game from. Like maybe it's just they didn't learn their game from anywhere. It's like, if you're gonna slide in somebody's DMs, let your intentions be known. When you text them or you finally start talking to them, don't be boring, you know. Keep everything going. Like if it does start to get boring, find something that they find interesting, like ask them about that. Let them, like, if you are trying to like be with them, one thing that a girl really likes is if you don't oh, like girls want you to tell them like, oh, they look good, but don't like OD with it. Like, don't be like, oh yeah, like take that shirt off. Like, no, like don't OD with it unless that was your intent and she's okay with your intent, trying to beat it, you're trying to smash, you know, then you could go ahead and do that, like whatever, I don't care. But like, tell her that she's pretty. No, tell her she looking cute. Like, let her know that you're trying to hang out with her. Like, let her know that you're trying to move forward. Don't be boring, y'all. Don't be boring. Like, that's the quickest way to get your name not even remembered. Clearly, like in this video, not even remember. I just remembered it just now because it took me a while to think about it. But y'all see how long it took me to think about it? Like, it won't get your number saved. It won't get your name remembered. And you won't get nowhere. You won't get nowhere. So yeah, that's what I could take from this video slash story time slash, I don't know why I'm gonna name this video because it was all over the place, but all my videos usually are. Love, peace, and hair grease, guys. I will catch you in the next video. Bye.
Music. Yeah. Y'all pay close attention to this.